this is how I'm feeling today. How about some snow? Like, come on! We have like a tiny bit of frost all over the ground, but I really want some snow, so I'm crossing my fingers. I also have this really cute scrunchie with bells on. I'm feeling like Rudolph, but I really like it.
Hey Buster, are you cute? Do you want to help me bake today? Do you want to help me bake today? I'm going to bake some treats, some Christmas treats. Yeah, Papa, Papa. My channel. Today I'm going to do a Christmassy baking video of these 3 treats that I have in front of me here. I have these really cute mini white chocolate and raspberry cheesecakes, and then I have these white chocolate snowballs, and I have these white rocky roads. I think these are perfect for a Christmas party or just for doing some Christmas treat for you all to have on Christmas. Obviously these are not just for Christmas. You can obviously do these mini cheesecakes or these rocky roads or even the snowballs in like the summer if you want to, but I really think they are like Christmas appropriate because of the colors. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy these recipes, especially these 2 were really easy to do. And let's get started. For the first recipe we are going to do these white chocolate mini cheesecakes. For this you will need some glass cups, 100 grams of butter, 230 grams of digestive biscuits, 500 grams of cream cheese, a half a cup of caster sugar, 300 milliliters of whipped cream, 250 grams of white chocolate, some raspberries, and some cute Christmas baking decorations. So I'm going to start by doing the crust, so I'm going to take the 230 grams of digestive biscuits and put them in a plastic bag and then mash them until they look like sand. Then I'm going to pour them into a bowl, and I'm going to measure out the 100 grams of butter, put that into a mug and melt it in the microwave. Now I'm going to pour the melted butter into the bowl and then start mixing this together. You want the consistency of this to look similar to wet sand. Then we are going to divide the cookie crust evenly to all of the glass cups. I'm then taking this wine glass and making sure to press the cookie crust down to the bottom of all the glasses. Now we want to put these into the fridge to set for a couple of minutes, and in the meanwhile we are going to do the cheesecake mixture. I'm going to start off by pouring in the whipped cream into a bowl and then use an electric whisker and whisk that until it becomes nice and fluffy. Then I will set that bowl aside for a minute, and in another bowl I'm going to mix the cream cheese and the sugar together. Make sure that the cream cheese has been stored in room temperature for a while before you do this, then it's easier and softer to work with. Now I'm going to pour in the caster sugar, and then I'm going to whisk this together by hand just to combine it a little bit. Now it's time to melt the white chocolate in the microwave. Be careful when you do this so it doesn't burn. I do it for 30 seconds at a time, then I take it out and stir it, and I microwave it some more if needed. Then I'm just going to pour this into the cheesecake mixture and then whisk it all together with an electric whisker until it's nice and smooth. Now it's time to fold in the whipped cream, and then the cheesecake mixture is done. Now you don't want to use an electric whisker here because you want the cheesecake to be nice and fluffy. Using a big spoon, I'm going to divide the cheesecake mixture evenly to all of these cups. I know that I only show you 6 cups here, but this recipe actually made 7, so when I realized that, I made another one off camera. But obviously it all depends on how big your glass cups are. I'm going to use a little spoon and just smooth the cheesecake out so it gets nice and flat. I'm also going to make sure to push the cheesecake mixture down to the bottom of the glasses so there's no air bubbles. To clean up the edges, I'm just taking a little bit of a paper tissue and running that alongside the edges. And then make sure to do one last smoothing over with the spoon to get it as flat and nice as possible on the top. Now I'm putting the cheesecakes into the fridge to set for a while, and in the meantime we are going to microwave our frozen raspberries until they look a little bit like a raspberry sauce. When the raspberry sauce has cooled down and the cheesecakes has been in the fridge for a while to set, I'm then going to apply a layer of raspberry sauce on top of all of the mini cheesecakes. Now the cheesecakes are almost completely done. All we have left to do now is to make some whipped cream swirls on top of them. I'm just taking a bit extra of the whipped cream, putting that into a plastic piping bag and doing these swirls. To top off the cheesecakes, I bought these really cute Christmas baking decorations. I have some baubles, gingerbread men and some hollies, and I'm just going to top off each and every cheesecake with a decoration. And then these mini cheesecakes are done. This recipe is really good. My family and I love this white chocolate cheesecake, but I never made it into these mini ones before. I always used to just do a big one in a cheesecake pan, but I really like the idea of having them into these glass cups because then everyone can get their own and you can decorate them really nicely. And I also love that they are in these glass jars because then you can see all of the different layers and it just looks really pretty. So that's this recipe done. Moving on to the second recipe, we are going to do these white chocolate snowballs. For this recipe you need 200 grams of white chocolate, 1 cup of coconut flakes and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. First I'm going to melt the chocolate in the microwave again, and then I'm going to add the coconut flakes into my melted chocolate. I'm squeezing the lemon over a mug and then adding 2 tablespoons of the lemon juice to my bowl. Then I'm just going to mix this together with a big spoon until it's all well combined. I thought the mixture got a little bit too hard, so I just added a little bit of whipped cream into it and then kind of made it a bit more soft and smooth again. Then I'm just going to roll some balls and then cover them in coconut flakes. And that is basically it for this recipe. This recipe is probably the quickest one out of the 3, and I just think these are really cute and very winter and Christmas appropriate. For the third and final recipe, I'm going to show you these white rocky roads. For this recipe you need 400 grams of white chocolate, 45 grams of dried strawberries or any other fruit that you like. I also chose to add in some bits of dried bananas. And 1 cup of mini marshmallows. Now this recipe is also a really quick and easy one. All you want to do is melt the chocolate in the microwave until it's nice and smooth and then pour it into a bowl. Then you just want to dump in your mini marshmallows and all of your dried fruit. Just make sure to let the white chocolate cool down before you add in the marshmallows, otherwise they kind of melt with the chocolate and you don't want that. And then just mix everything together until it's well combined. Then I'm taking an approximately 6 inches pan and line that with some tracing paper. Pour in the mixture into your pan and then spread it out evenly. Then you want to keep it in the fridge for at least like 45 minutes, an hour, and then you can take it out and cut it up into quite small pieces because this is quite of a sweet treat. And then the last recipe is done. So that was this baking video done. If you try out any of these recipes, please tell me in the comments what you thought about them. I hope that you like them as much as me and my family does. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!